Good morning. Thank you for joining me. Let's get started in a simple, gentle yoga practice. If you have a yoga block or bolster, you might want to grab those at this time. If you have a yoga mat, you might grab that. But if you don't, you can always use the rug. You can use the floor. You can use a blanket, a towel, whatever you'd like. If you don't have a bolster or a block, you can grab a pillow or anything that might feel comfortable for you. If you'd like to slide a pillow underneath your sits bones, that helps to alleviate any stress on your knees. Let's begin by just breathing. Close your eyes. Sit up tall. Cross your legs if that's comfortable. And if it's not, that's okay. Legs can be straight or any comfortable position. Smile to yourself, thanking yourself for taking this time to honor your body, your mind, and your spirit. Keeping your eyes closed, focus on your breathing. Focus on your breath as it moves in through your nose or your mouth. Hold that breath and then breathe out. If you'd like, join me in counting our breath. On the count of 5, we will breathe in, hold our breath for 3, and breathe out for 5. You can use your nose to breathe or your mouth, whatever's more comfortable for you. So let's begin. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, filling your belly up like a balloon. Hold your breath, 1, 2, 3. Breathe out, contracting your belly. 5. Hold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3. And breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Take a moment now to breathe normally. Breathe at your own rate. Just focusing again on your breath as it moves into your body, filling you up with purity and light. And as you breathe out, allow yourself to release anything that no longer serves you. Beautiful. Now let's take our arms down by our sides. Breathe in, lifting your arms into the air, bringing your palms together, and breathe out, bringing those palms down to your heart. And again, we'll just flow with those movements, breathing in, lifting those arms, breathing out, lowering down. Continue at your own pace. Close your eyes if that feels good to you. Breathing in and breathing out, allowing yourself to go deeper within. Know that in our practice, there are no expectations, no judgments. Just allow yourself to be yourself. I'll guide you through our movements, but as always, just do what feels best to your body in each moment. One more time, breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. Now place your hands on your knees. And let's begin just warming up our spines. Breathe in, lift your heart, lift your chin, breathe out. Straightening those arms, stretching the shoulders, rounding your back, bringing your chin to your chest. Breathing in, lifting up, breathing out, rounding. Again, focusing on your breath, breathing in and breathing out. Moving at your own pace and taking it as deep or as shallow as it feels good to you. Listening to your body in every moment. One more time and we'll meet back at the center when you're ready. Beautiful. Sitting up tall, hands can be resting on your knees or again anywhere that's comfortable to you. Beautiful. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and open them. We'll stretch our legs forward, taking care of our knees. Shake them out, maybe give them a little massage. Beautiful. Take your arms out one more time to your sides. This time we'll breathe in, lifting up. Breathe out, reaching forward, hinging at the waist wherever you can reach. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, flowing with your breath, breathing in and breathing out. If it's not comfortable sitting up on a bolster or a pillow or a block, you can always remove that item. Beginning to stretch our lower spines. Beginning to stretch our hamstrings. Stretching forward as we breathe out. Breathing in as we lift up. Breathing out as we lower. Just moving at your own pace, holding wherever it feels good to you. This is Bhakti Yoga. Devotion to your God self. Devotion to that higher self within you. Honoring who you are. Beautiful. The next time you're forward, allow yourself to just relax here. Allow your back to round. Allow your head to hang if that feels good. Maybe even placing a block or maybe a couple of blocks or even a pillow under your chin or under your forehead, allowing yourself to just relax. Remembering to breathe. Relax your jaw. Relax your face. Relax your eyes. Good. And when you're ready, gently roll yourself back up to a seated position. Good. We'll cross our legs once again, maybe the opposite way that you had them before, or the same, whatever feels best to you. We'll place our hands on our knees once again, and let's begin circling around, breathing out as we come forward, breathing in as we lift our hearts. Breathing out and breathing in. Either direction, whatever feels best to you in the moment. If you'd like, you can allow your neck to roll as your torso rolls. Listen to your body. Remembering to breathe in as we open our hearts, breathe out as we collapse down. Good, and when you're ready, switch your direction. Breathing in as we open, breathing out as we contract. Eyes can be open or closed. Allowing yourself to be present in this moment. Ready? We'll meet back at the center. Take a moment to just feel how you're feeling right now. As thoughts come through, let them just pass on by. If there are sounds around you, let them flow by as well. Beautiful. Sitting up tall, pulling the side muscles of your belly in toward the center to protect your back. We're going to go ahead and twist toward the left, placing our right hand on our left knee, placing our left hand behind us, and twisting tall. Holding that belly in, remembering to breathe, maybe looking over your shoulder. Maybe pulling a little deeper if you can, twisting your spine. Beautiful. We'll come back to center. Take a full breath here. Breathe in once again. And when you're ready, twist and breathe out. Twisting to the other side this time. Once again, sitting up tall. Pulling those stomach muscles in toward your back. Maybe looking over your shoulder. Eyes can be open or closed. Breathing. Twisting. Beautiful. We'll come back to center once again. We're going to put our moves together now. So let's go ahead and bring those arms out to our sides. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, hands to your heart. Breathe in and twist to your left. Breathing out. Breathe in, back to center. Breathe out, twisting to your right. Breathing in, back to center. Hands down by your sides, breathe out. Breathe in, lifting up. Breathe out, hands to your heart. breathe in. Twist to the left. Breathing out. Breathing in back to center. Breathing out to the right. Breathe in back to center. Hands by your side, breathe out. Moving at your own pace with those movements, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Knowing you can hold in any position, you can mix it up, choose what feels best to you. Next time we're at the center, we'll meet there. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and remove the seat if we're sitting on one. We're going to come onto our hands and knees now. If your wrists are tender, you might want to come onto fists or cupped hands. If your knees are tender, place an extra blanket under your knees or fold your mat over and make an extra little pad for your knees. We'll come onto our hands and knees with our knees right under our hips and our hands right under our shoulders. We want our spines tall. Our neck should be in line with our spine, so we want our gaze down at the mat. Beautiful. And we'll begin waking up our spine even more. Begin by lifting your heart and arching your back downward, breathing in. Breathing out, we round our backs, tucking our chin into our chest. Breathing in and breathing out. Taking it at any pace, taking it as deep or as shallow as it feels good to your spine. Breathing in and out. You can continue with this flow of cat and cow. If you'd like to add a child's pose to the end of the out breath, you can breathe in, lifting your heart, breathing out, we round, and at the end of that out breath, sitting back toward our heels, and then coming back up, breathing in that cow pose, breathing out, rounding into cat, and sitting back toward the heels. Breathing in and breathing out. Those of you who would like a little bit more might come into a down dog. So we breathe in, breathing out, we round into that cat pose, curl those toes under, and at the end of that out breath, push back the hips, straightening those legs as much as it feels good to you, pushing the shoulders back, and then once again coming down, breathing in, breathing out, curling those toes, pushing back, breathing out the whole time. Breathing in as we lift those hearts, breathing out, rounding, lifting, pushing back. Breathing in and out with our movements. Just choosing what feels best to you at this time. Beautiful. You can continue flowing, or if you're ready, we will all meet in a child's pose. We'll bring our big toes together. Our knees can be open or up or together, and sit back toward your heels. You might be sitting on your heels, you might not be. You can even bring a pillow under your glutes if that feels better to you. Arms can be outstretched. They can be under your forehead. They might even be stacked under your forehead in fists if that feels better to your neck. You can also bring your hands down by your feet, relaxing your shoulders. Find what works for you at this moment. Arms outstretched or anywhere that's comfortable for you. Resting your chin or your forehead on the mat if that feels good to you. Good. We'll go ahead and walk those hands back toward our bodies and then sit up. We'll come all the way up onto our knees. Beautiful. Removing anything that we might have in our space. We're going to walk our knees toward the left. And we'll take that right leg out to the side. We want that leg straight. We want the left leg at a 90-degree angle. The toes of that right foot are facing forward. We'll begin by taking our left arm into the air, breathing in, breathing out, stretching toward the right, breathing in, keeping that arm tall, stretching up, breathing out, breathing in and out, stretching the side of our body. Beautiful, stretching, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. One more time, breathing in, breathing out. We'll take that top arm, we're going to bring it straight down. If you need a bolster or a block or a pillow to place that hand on top of, you can do so, or just rest that hand right under your shoulder, lift that right arm into the air, and stretch that arm over toward the left. Heaven's Gate. Beautiful. Remembering to breathe. Imagine somebody's pulling that top arm. Beautiful. Gently, we'll bring that top arm down, lift our bodies into the air, gently bring that leg in and sit back if that's comfortable, opening those legs wide, coming forward, maybe even stretching those arms forward. Beautiful, resting your head, and know that if this is not a comfortable position, you can stay up tall. Stretching the inner thighs. Beautiful, bringing the chest closer to the floor. Nice. We'll go ahead and walk those hands back toward our bodies. Bring our knees together once again and walk them over toward the right side of our mat. This time we'll take that left leg out to the side. We'll keep that right leg at that 90-degree angle. The left leg is straight, toes pointing forward. Beautiful. Go ahead and breathe in, lifting that right arm up. Breathe out toward the left. Beautiful. Breathing in, straight up. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Continuing at your own pace, stretching the right side body this time. Breathing out. Breathing in. we'll take that right arm down under our shoulder, maybe coming onto a fist, maybe a flat hand, whatever's comfortable for you, even a block. Take that left arm into the air, stretching over toward the right. Imagine someone's pulling that upper arm. Beautiful, breathing. Beautiful, bring that arm back down by your side. Very carefully, come on back up. And this time we're going to stretch our hips, coming back onto our hands and knees. This time we'll take our hands right under our shoulders as we did in our cat and cow, and then take our elbows down to the floor right where our hands were. Interlace those fingers together. Let your neck and head relax, and then just roll those hips around in either direction, adjusting as needed for your comfort. Good, and reverse when you're ready. Remembering to relax your face, even relax your tongue. Beautiful. We'll keep our elbows where they are. Take our hands right out in front of us, keeping those forearms on the ground, and then walk our knees back, coming onto our bellies. Beautiful. We don't want to collapse into our shoulders, so we'll keep our hearts open, shoulders pushing back. Beautiful. Beginning to, once again, stretch that lower spine. If that's a little bit too intense for you at this moment, you might want to walk those arms forward just a little bit. Those of you who would like a little bit more intensity might come into seal pose by bringing your hands to the corners of your mat and then pushing those arms straight, lifting your heart, pushing the shoulders back. Beautiful. Always listening to your body, staying if that feels good to you, or coming into a more gentle choice. Beautiful. We'll all meet back in this Sphinx pose with forearms down. Good. And then gently lower yourself to your mat, bringing your chin or your forehead to your hands, making a little pillow. Then to counteract that back stretch, let's bend our knees, bringing our feet into the air, and then just swish those legs back and forth, stretching that lower back. Good. We'll come back to center. Lower those legs to the mat. Our feet are on the shoelace part at this time. We're going to, this time, bring our hands under our shoulders. Squeeze those elbows in. Fingers are facing forward. And as we squeeze those elbows in, we're going to use our lower backs to gently lift ourselves up into a very gentle pose. Beautiful. Lowering down. Lifting once again into this cobra pose. Maybe even lifting those hands off of the mat, knowing then that we are using our lower backs to hold us up. Beautiful. Gently come on back down one more time. Lifting into that cobra, pushing shoulders back, hearts are open. Beautiful, and coming back down. Nice. This time, make a pillow once again with your hands, or if it's more comfortable, you might even turn your head to one side and let that neck stretch, and then switch when you're ready. And once again, we'll bring those knees up and rock a little from side to side, stretching out our lower backs. Good. Coming back to center, we're going to lift ourselves back up, bringing our elbows once again under our shoulders, fingers facing forward, lifting our hearts. We can stay right here for one last lower back stretch, or if we want to work our stomach muscles, we can come up onto our toes, curling those toes under, lifting our bodies up, keeping our backs straight, squeezing those stomach muscles in toward the center of our bellies, taking care of our lower backs, making sure that our gaze is down at the mat so that the energy flows from the crown of our head all the way down through our toes. Holding, 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 breathing, and relax. Beautiful. We're going to all come back down. Bring our hands once again under our shoulders, squeezing those elbows together. We'll push ourselves all the way up and counteract those stretches by sitting back toward our heels, maybe resting on our heels, maybe not. And if it feels okay, maybe even swishing from side to side. You can let your neck relax. And again, arms can be in any comfortable position. Beautiful. We'll come back to center, walk our hands back toward our knees, and this time we're going to turn our knees to the side, come to the center of our mats with our glutes, and then gently roll yourself down flat onto your back, keeping those knees bent. We're going to take that right ankle right above the left knee. We'll take that right hand and push that leg open a little bit if that feels comfortable to you. Starting to open up that right hip, working that IT band on the right side. Beautiful. Flexing that right foot, we protect our knees. If you want to stay right here, that's perfectly fine. If you'd like to intensify a little bit, thread your hands behind that left leg and pull a little bit deeper, flexing both feet to protect your knees. Good. Those of you who want to add a little movement can breathe in, straightening that leg, breathe out, bringing it back down. Breathing in and breathing out. Continue flowing if that feels good to you. If you prefer to just hold still, that's absolutely fine. We want to make sure that our hips are square so we're not falling to one side. Relaxing. Taking this time for yourself. Maybe pulling a little bit deeper if you can, pushing that right leg open. Feeling the stretch on the right side. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and release that left foot back to the floor. Open those arms like a T, and then allow your legs to fall to the left. If you'd like to place a bolster or a pillow under that right foot, maybe even the left knee, you can do so. If you prefer a little deeper stretch, allow that foot to fall to the floor. You can turn your head to the right if you'd like to stretch the cervical spine as well as the rest of your spine. And remember to breathe. Good. We'll bring our heads back to center. We're going to focus on our stomach muscles as we pull those legs back to center. Beautiful. Go ahead and take that right leg down. We'll bring both knees into our chest, lift those legs into the air, opening and closing. Your legs can be straight or bent. Good, bringing those legs back to center. We'll go ahead and lower those feet back to the mat, making sure our feet are right under our knees. This time we'll cross that left ankle right above the right, flexing that left foot. And maybe we stay right here, opening out that left leg. If we want to intensify a little bit more, thread your hands around that right leg, pulling a little deeper, flexing both feet. And if you choose, maybe breathing in and breathing out. Once again, making sure that your hips are square, so we're not tilting over to one side. Good. Choosing what feels best to you in the moment. You might find this side is a little different than the other side. That's absolutely fine. No judgment, just awareness. Loving ourselves just the way we are. Beautiful. When you're ready, we'll go ahead and gently release that right foot to the mat. Keeping those legs in that same position, we'll open those arms like a T. This time falling toward the right with our legs. Maybe twisting our spine to the left. Arms are open wide. Releasing any stresses. Remembering to breathe and smile to yourself. Beautiful. We'll bring our heads back to center. Using those tummy muscles, pushing them back down toward the floor. We'll lift those legs back to center. We'll go ahead and uncross those legs. Once again, bring those knees into your chest. Lift those legs up high. This time, let's circle those ankles around. And reversing. Wiggle those toes. stretch by pointing and flexing. Beautiful. Tuck those knees in toward your armpits now and grab a hold of your legs, your feet, your toes, whatever feels good to you, pulling those knees in toward your armpits, making sure that the lower back is touching the floor. Coming into this happy baby pose, opening those hips wide, stretching. If you're finding your lower back is not touching the floor, you may have to hold closer to your knees. You can stay still in this pose or maybe even rock a little from side to side, massaging that lower back. Those of you who want to maybe even stretch one leg straight or both legs straight can do so. Maybe even rocking back and forth with legs straight. Once again, just doing what your body is craving today. Beautiful. Bring those legs back to center. We'll go ahead and lower our feet down to the mat. And we're going to go into our final relaxation, Shavasana. Come into any comfortable position. Maybe you'll slide a bolster or a block or a pillow under your knees. Or traditionally, we come flat onto our backs. Feet are splayed out to the sides. Arms are just a few inches from our sides with our palms facing up. Our chins are open. And we come into our final relaxation, Shavasana, also known as the corpse pose. This pose represents a death of that which no longer serves us. It's our time to allow our practice to push out any last bits of residue that do not serve us. Take this time to completely relax.